power of consciousness is one of the most profound forces we have at our disposal, and yet it is often overlooked or misunderstood. Every moment of our lives is shaped by the thoughts we think, the emotions we feel, and the beliefs we hold. We are not passive observers of our reality. Rather, we are active participants in its creation. Consciousness is not limited to what we can see or touch. It extends far beyond that, into the realm of possibility and potential. When we understand that our consciousness has the ability to influence our environment, our circumstances, and even our bodies, we unlock a transformative power. Most people move through life unaware of the incredible influence their thoughts and feelings have on their experience. They may believe that external events dictate their emotional state, or that their circumstances are the primary cause of their happiness or suffering. In reality, it is the consciousness we bring to these events that shapes our experience of them. The way we think, the energy we put out into the world, and the stories we tell ourselves about who we are and what is possible, this is what creates the reality we live in. But here's the key. If you are dissatisfied with your life, the solution is not to change your external circumstances first. The solution lies in shifting your consciousness. When you change the way you think, when you begin to see the world from a new perspective, everything else will start to change too. Your relationships, your health, your finances. If you're not happy with what you see, the first step is to turn inward and cultivate a consciousness that is aligned with the life you want to create. This is not just some abstract concept, it is a scientific truth. Every thought we think sends out a signal into the field of possibility. Our brain waves create electromagnetic fields that influence our surroundings, and these fields shape our experiences. Our minds are not just passive receivers of information. When we intentionally choose thoughts that are aligned with our highest good, when we focus on what we want rather than what we fear, we begin to see the world shift in response. The power of consciousness is within you right now. It is in every thought, every moment of awareness, every choice you make. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the creator of your life. And by harnessing the power of your own consciousness, you can change everything. The subconscious mind is the driving force behind nearly all of our actions, beliefs, and behaviors. It operates beneath the level of our conscious awareness, storing all of our past experiences, emotions, and patterns. Everything we've ever experienced, from childhood memories to the most subtle interactions, has been absorbed and recorded by our subconscious. This vast storehouse of information shapes how we respond to the world, often in ways we don't fully understand. It's like a silent partner always influencing our thoughts, decisions, and actions, whether we're aware of it or not. The fascinating thing about the subconscious is that it doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It accepts everything as truth. So when we replay limiting beliefs or past traumas in our minds, the subconscious stores those as facts. This is why people often find themselves stuck in recurring patterns, unable to break free from negative cycles. They may consciously desire change, whether it's a better job, improved relationships, or better health, but if their subconscious mind holds on to beliefs of lack, fear, or unworthiness, it will continue to create circumstances that reflect those beliefs. The key to transforming our lives lies in reprogramming the subconscious. It's not enough to simply wish for change. We must actively work to rewire the deeply ingrained patterns that govern our lives. The subconscious doesn't respond to logic or reasoning in the same way the conscious mind does. It responds to repetition, emotion, and experience. That's why affirmations, visualization, and meditation are such powerful tools. They allow us to plant new seeds in the subconscious mind, seeds that will eventually grow into new beliefs and behaviors. But it's not always easy. The subconscious mind resists change because it's designed to keep us safe. It thrives on familiarity and routine, even if those routines are unhealthy or unhelpful. This resistance is why change can feel so uncomfortable. Our subconscious mind wants to maintain the status quo, even if it's holding us back from reaching our full potential. But the truth is, this resistance can be overcome. Through consistent practice and emotional intensity, we can shift the subconscious patterns that no longer serve us. One of the most powerful ways to reprogram the subconscious is by changing the way we think and feel in the present moment. The subconscious mind is highly sensitive to our emotional state. When we begin to feel gratitude, love, and excitement in our bodies, we send powerful signals to the subconscious that our new way of thinking is not only safe, but desirable. By cultivating these elevated emotions consistently, we begin to replace old, limiting patterns with new, empowering ones. The subconscious mind is not a force working against us. It's a tool that can be harnessed for our highest good. By becoming more conscious of the thoughts and beliefs we are feeding it, we can begin to change the very foundation of who we are and what we experience. Once we learn to consciously guide the subconscious, we unlock the full potential of our lives and can begin to manifest the future we desire. Breaking the habit of being yourself is one of the most profound and liberating steps you can take on the journey of transformation. Our habitual patterns, both mental and physical, are deeply ingrained within us. They shape our identities and define the way we interact with the world. The challenge, however, is that most of us don't even realize we're stuck in these habits. We live in an unconscious cycle of thoughts, behaviors, and emotions that are rooted in the past, and until we break free from these patterns, we continue to repeat them, regardless of our desires for change. The first step in breaking this cycle is acknowledging that the version of yourself you are today has been formed by everything you've experienced in the past. The experiences, the beliefs, the conditioning, and the emotions you've accumulated over time. Our brain is wired to keep us in familiar patterns because it sees the familiar as safe. So even if the familiar is painful or limiting, the brain will continue to draw us back to it simply because it's what it knows. This is why we can sometimes feel trapped in old patterns, even when we consciously desire something different. The key to breaking the habit of being yourself is to disrupt these automatic patterns. It requires conscious effort to begin thinking differently, acting differently, and feeling differently than you have in the past. This is not an easy process. Our brains are wired for comfort, and stepping into something new, something unfamiliar, often feels like a threat. But in truth, it's only by leaving behind the familiar version of ourselves that we can step into the version of ourselves that we wish to become. One of the most challenging aspects of this transformation is confronting the discomfort that comes with change. When you decide to step into a new way of being, you are challenging the identity you have built over years of repetition. The fear of the unknown often creates resistance, and many people find themselves pulled back into old habits out of fear, insecurity, or a sense of loss. But it's crucial to understand that this discomfort is a sign of growth. It means you are breaking free from the old and stepping into the new. The more you embrace this discomfort, the more you allow yourself to evolve. Another important element of breaking the habit of being yourself is the practice of mindfulness and awareness. When we are deeply connected to the present moment, we can observe our thoughts and emotions without being consumed by them. Instead of reacting automatically to situations based on past conditioning, we can choose a new response. It's about breaking the cycle of automatic reactions and being intentional with every choice you make. In each moment, you have the power to choose who you are and how you show up in the world. The emotional component of this process is also key. It's not just about changing our thoughts, but also about changing how we feel. Our emotions are the driving force behind our habits. When we experience joy, gratitude, or love, we elevate our energy and vibration, which can open the door to new possibilities. However, when we are consumed by fear, anger, or sadness, we lower our energy and continue to attract the same circumstances that match those emotions. To break the habit of being yourself, you must also begin to elevate your emotional state, learning to feel differently, even in the face of challenge. It takes time, practice, and patience to break the old habits and create new ones, but it is absolutely possible. The more you work on changing the way you think, feel, and behave, the more you begin to create a new identity for yourself, one that is aligned with the future you want to create. This process of transformation is not about changing who you are. It's about revealing the true, untapped potential within you. When you break the habit of being yourself, you no longer live in reaction to the past. You begin to create a future that is in alignment with your highest potential. Energy and vibration are foundational to understanding how we create our experiences and how we can transform our lives. Everything in the universe is made of energy, and every thought, emotion, and action emits a specific frequency or vibration. This includes the thoughts we think, the feelings we experience, and the actions we take. In essence, we are all vibrating at a certain frequency, and this frequency determines the reality we attract into our lives. The law of attraction is not a mystical concept. It's based on the understanding that like energy attracts like energy. What we put out into the world energetically is what we attract back. Our thoughts and emotions are the primary drivers of the energy we emit. When we think positive, loving, and abundant thoughts, we raise our vibration. This high-frequency energy radiates out and begins to align with opportunities, people, and circumstances that match that energy. Conversely, when we focus on fear, anger, doubt, or negativity, we lower our vibration and attract experiences that resonate with those lower frequencies. The emotional energy we generate is magnetic. It shapes the very fabric of our reality. It's important to recognize that our vibration is not just about our thoughts in isolation. It's also about the emotions that accompany them. Emotions are powerful because they are the fuel behind our thoughts. A thought that is accompanied by a strong emotion is much more powerful than one that is not. For example, if you think about a goal with excitement and gratitude, that thought carries a much higher frequency than a thought of desire accompanied by fear or lack. This is why cultivating positive, high vibrational emotions such as love, joy, and gratitude is so crucial for creating the life we want. These emotions elevate our energy and help us align with the frequency of abundance, health, and success. The energy we radiate also affects the people and situations around us. Human beings are energy systems, and our electromagnetic fields interact with each other constantly. When you walk into a room, you can feel the energy of others before they even say a word. Similarly, others can feel your energy. People who vibrate at similar frequencies naturally attract each other, which is why we often find ourselves in relationships and situations that match our energetic state. If we are vibrating at a higher frequency, we tend to attract others who are also vibrating at a high frequency. On the other hand, if we are stuck in a low vibration, we may find ourselves surrounded by situations and individuals that reinforce that low energy. Raising our vibration is not just about changing our thoughts or emotions in isolation. It's also about shifting our entire state of being. When we focus on positive thoughts and feel emotions that align with those thoughts, we begin to change the energetic makeup of our body. Our cells respond to the vibration we carry, and as we raise our energetic frequency, we create the environment for healing, growth, and transformation. This is why individuals who cultivate a high vibration state often experience better physical health, more success, and improved relationships. It's not just about thinking positive thoughts, it's about truly embodying the energy of positivity, gratitude, and abundance. The physical world is also a reflection of our vibrational state. Our outer circumstances are a mirror of our inner energy. When we change our internal energy, we change the world we see around us. This is why it's so important to take responsibility for the energy we put out into the world. By consciously choosing thoughts, feelings, and actions that align with a higher frequency, we can begin to transform not only our internal state, but also our external reality. Energy and vibration are not just abstract concepts, they are the fundamental forces shaping our lives. By becoming aware of the energy we emit and consciously choosing to raise our vibration, we align ourselves with the highest version of ourselves and the life we desire. This is the key to unlocking our true potential and creating a reality that is in harmony with our deepest aspirations. We are not separate from the energy around us, we are a part of it, and when we choose to vibrate at a higher frequency, we become magnetic to the experiences, people, and opportunities that match that energy. The mind-body connection is one of the most powerful yet often overlooked forces in our lives. We are taught to think of the mind and body as separate entities, but in reality they are intricately connected. Every thought, feeling, and belief we have has a direct impact on our physical body, and vice versa. The way we think influences how we feel, and how we feel affects our physical health. This connection is not just a philosophical idea, it is a scientific reality that has profound implications for our health, well-being, and overall experience of life. When we experience stress, anxiety, or negative emotions, the body responds in a very real and physical way. Our nervous system is activated, our heart rate increases, and our muscles tense up. These are not just mental or emotional responses. They are physical manifestations of our thoughts and feelings. Chronic stress, negative thinking, and unresolved emotional pain can contribute to physical ailments such as heart disease, digestive problems, and weakened immune function. This is because the mind's negative energy has a direct impact on the body's systems. The body, in essence, is a mirror of the mind's state. On the other hand, when we focus on thoughts of joy, love, and gratitude, the body responds by releasing beneficial hormones such as endorphins and oxytocin, which promote healing and overall well-being. Positive emotions elevate our energy, strengthen our immune system, and improve our resilience to stress. The mind can be a powerful ally in the body's healing process, and when we consciously choose thoughts and feelings that support our health, we can transform our physical state. But this connection goes beyond just emotions. Our beliefs also play a significant role in our physical health. If we believe we are unworthy, weak, or incapable, our body will reflect that belief through tension, illness, and fatigue. Conversely, when we cultivate a belief in our own strength, vitality, and ability to heal, the body responds by becoming more energized and aligned with those beliefs. This is why mindset is such a crucial aspect of healing. It's not just about taking physical action. It's about aligning our mental and emotional states with the health and vitality we wish to experience. The mind-body connection is also evident in the practice of mindfulness and body awareness. When we become present to our thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations, we create a bridge between the mind and body. Mindfulness allows us to observe the patterns and reactions that arise within us without judgment. By tuning into our bodies, we can become more attuned to the messages they are sending us. Sometimes, physical pain or discomfort is a signal that something needs to be addressed emotionally or mentally. By becoming aware of these signals, we can begin to heal on a deeper level, addressing not just the symptoms, but the root causes. Meditation, deep breathing, and other mind-body practices are powerful tools for healing because they directly impact the mind-body connection. These practices help us release stress, calm the nervous system, and create a state of balance and harmony within the body. When we meditate or breathe deeply, we send signals to the body that it is safe, that it can relax, and that healing can take place. In these moments of stillness, the mind and body come into alignment and true healing occurs. Our thoughts and emotions are not just abstract concepts. They are energetic forces that shape our physical reality. This is why the mind-body connection is so powerful. It shows us that we have the ability to influence our health and well-being from the inside out. By choosing to focus on thoughts that elevate our energy, by becoming aware of the emotions that drive us, and by practicing techniques that bring balance to the mind and body, we unlock our innate capacity for healing and transformation. The mind and body are not separate. They are two sides of the same coin. When we align them, we experience harmony, vitality, and true well-being. The more we understand and cultivate this connection, the more we realize that the power to heal, transform, and thrive lies within us. It is not something we have to seek outside ourselves. It is something we can cultivate from within, through the conscious choices we make at every moment. Our mind and body are always in communication, and when we learn to listen and respond consciously, we step into the full potential of our health and vitality. The power of now is one of the most profound and transformative principles we can embrace in our lives. So often, we find ourselves trapped in the past or lost in the future. Our minds continuously wander between what happened, what we wish had happened, or what might happen. But in doing so, we miss the one moment that holds the key to everything, the present moment. The present moment is where life is happening. It is the only time that is truly real, and it is the only time we can create change. Yet most people are unaware of its power and instead get caught in the constant mental chatter that pulls them away from the now. The past is a collection of memories, experiences, and emotions that we carry with us. And it's often these memories that dictate how we feel and behave in the present. When we hold on to past regrets, guilt, or anger, we carry those emotions into the now, which prevents us from experiencing peace and freedom. Similarly, when we are constantly anticipating the future, whether in excitement or in fear, we are living in a state of projection, where we are not fully engaged with the present. Both of these mental states distract us from the only place where true transformation can occur, the now. The power of now lies in our ability to let go of these distractions and become fully present. When we're fully present, we release the hold of past memories and future projections, and we become more in tune with what is happening around and within us. It is in the now that we can change our thoughts, shift our emotions, and ultimately transform our lives. The present moment is a space of infinite potential. It's in the now that we have the power to choose how we respond to situations, how we feel, and who we are being. Every moment presents a new opportunity to create a new version of ourselves. But becoming present requires mindfulness and awareness. It means consciously choosing to let go of the stories our minds tell us about the past and future. It means practicing stillness, observing our thoughts without judgment, and bringing our focus to the sensations of the present moment. This can be as simple as noticing our breath, feeling the texture of an object, or becoming aware of the sounds around us. When we do this, we break free from the mental loops that often keep us stuck and open ourselves up to the infinite possibilities of the present. When we are present, we also tap into a deeper sense of peace and clarity. Without the noise of past regrets or future worries, we can access a state of calm that allows us to think more clearly, make better decisions, and experience life with a greater sense of ease. The present moment is where our true power lies, because it is the only time in which we have control. In the now, we can choose to break free from old patterns, reprogram our minds, and align ourselves with the future we want to create. Furthermore, the power of now is the key to emotional freedom. Our emotions are often tied to our past experiences or our anticipation of the future. We may feel fear about an unknown future event or sadness about something that happened long ago, but when we bring ourselves into the present, we free ourselves from these emotional chains. We realize that in this very moment, we are okay, and that peace, joy, and love are always available to us. The now is where we experience true emotional healing, because it is only in the present that we can release the grip of old emotional wounds. When we make the present moment our focal point, we step into a new level of consciousness. We stop being reactive to life circumstances and begin to respond from a place of intentionality. In the now, we have the opportunity to create, to be, and to experience life from a place of inner peace and clarity. Every moment is a new beginning, a chance to realign ourselves with the highest version of who we want to be. By embracing the power of now, we shift from a life of anxiety, fear, and disconnection to one of presence, peace, and purpose. The more we practice living in the present moment, the more we begin to realize that it's the only time that truly exists. The past is gone and the future is yet to come. The now is where life unfolds, and it is the only moment where we have the ability to create and experience everything we desire. In the power of now, we find our true selves, our true purpose, and the boundless potential that exists within us. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the close of this moment, let's take a moment to reflect on the incredible truths we've discussed today. We've spoken about the power of consciousness, the deep influence of the subconscious mind, and how breaking the habit of being yourself can set you on a path to profound transformation. We've explored the energy and vibration that shape our lives, and we've delved into the powerful connection between mind and body. Finally, we've touched upon the profound potential that exists within the present moment, the power of now. What all of these ideas come down to is this: you are not bound by the past. You are not limited by your current circumstances. You are not a passive observer in your own life. You are the creator of your reality. Every thought you think, every feeling you experience, and every belief you hold is shaping the world you live in. The power to change everything is within you right now, in this very moment. The challenge, however, is that most of us have been conditioned to live in the past or project into the future. We are often unaware of the present moment's immense power, but when we understand that we have the ability to shift our consciousness, reprogram our subconscious mind, and raise our vibration, we unlock the incredible potential to create a life that aligns with our highest vision. We don't need to wait for circumstances to change. We can change ourselves, and in doing so, change everything. The mind and body are not separate. They are intricately connected, constantly communicating with one another. Your thoughts and emotions are not abstract concepts. They have a real, measurable impact on your physical health and well-being. The more we cultivate a state of peace, gratitude, and joy, the more we elevate our vibration, which in turn brings about healing, growth, and transformation. We are the sum of our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. And when we choose to live consciously, when we choose to be present and aware, we become the creators of our own lives. We tap into the infinite potential that exists within us. The power of now is the key. It is in this moment, this very moment, that we have the power to choose our thoughts, our feelings, and ultimately our reality. Everything begins here. So I urge you today to embrace this power. Choose to let go of the past and stop living in fear of the future. Be present in the now, because it is in this moment that you can choose who you are, what you believe, and what you will create next. The journey to transformation begins within. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the creator of your life. The only limit to what you can achieve is the one you place on yourself. I challenge you to break free from the old patterns, to elevate your energy, to raise your vibration, and to consciously choose to live in the power of now. This is where transformation begins. This is where your greatest potential resides.